Hello, my boss slave mates. It is me, Akanisha, your favorite boutique consultant, and it is day whatever of quarantine life, and I'm still braless. I'm sorry. It's too much information, but for real, like, it's been very, very freeing to not have to wear a bra for like weeks. Haven't worn one. Whatever. So if you have been following my channel, then you already know what this video is going to be about. We are going to be talking about consistency, just like I have been consistently not wearing a bra. Okay, so one of the most important things or important requirements of you as a boutique owner is being consistent. And there are a lot of ways that you can be consistent. Well, not can be, but that you should be consistent. So we're going to talk about like the top ones, just so this video won't be so long. So the first way that you need to be consistent is that you need to be consistent in your social media posting. Now, do not think this. A lot of people think that consistent posting on Instagram especially means you're posting every day. That is not what consistency means. Consistency is different with different people. So to you, it might mean posting every day. To me, it means posting every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, every Thursday at 5 o'clock and 3 o'clock, on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, and Mondays at noon. Consistency means you are consistently posting at a scheduled time that you have and that your customers are used to, because they know that I am going to post on whatever time, on whatever day, consistently, without fail. That is what consistency means. You're going to do it all the time, every time, without fail. That is what you do. It doesn't mean every day. So stop thinking that you have to post every day to be consistent at different times. If you're posting every day at different times, that's not consistent. Consistent is the same thing every single time. That's what it is. So the way to figure out when you need to be posting is to look at your insights, of course. And there are different ways you need to look at your insights. We're not going to go into that. It's a whole nother video, which we probably will talk about. Let's do that on the next video. Should I do the next video or should I do it for Patreon? I'll figure that out. All right. So after you are consistent in your social media posting, you need to have consistent branding. Now, whenever I do Instagram audits, website audits, all that stuff for people, I notice a huge inconsistency when, I'm looking at my son, when it comes to branding. When you are consistent in your branding, you need to have the same exact logo on everything. Your logo should be the same on your Instagram, your your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, your website, your email header. Everything should be the exact same on everything. You should have the same exact colors. If let's say you are like me, like for mine, I use this same purple on everything. And it's because I know the hex code. So you need to make sure you know the hex code on every color that you are using. So that way you can make sure you're using that same color whenever you're creating posts or creating graphics or something. You need to have that same exact color. So when you're using Canva or whatever, Photoshop or something, you have that same exact color. My hex code, I know it. If you need help on figuring out your hex code, just let me know. I can tell you real quick. It's super easy. Okay, so now you also need to have the same fonts. You can't use one font for one meme, or one quote you're creating and then another font for something else. No. Branding also means you have the same font. Okay? If you don't want to use the same fonts everybody else is using, I will have a link in the description box as to where I get my fonts from. I get fonts for free, and I have purchased some before. So I have the same ones. There's one that I use for my Royal_Aries website and like all that stuff, the graphics that I create on that particular page. And it's a font that you can't find. You had to actually go to the website that I have in the description box. Go there. You can get free fonts. You can get fonts free to buy, whatever. It's fonts you won't find everywhere. You can get templates there. It's a bunch of stuff you can get there. So I'll have that link in the description box for you guys. So not only do you need to have the same fonts, you need to have the same colors. Can't have different colors all everywhere, like I was just saying. And you also need to have the same brand voice. What I mean by that is once you figure out who your customer is, then you will figure out how to speak to them. So you can't be talking all professional on your Facebook posts, But then on Instagram, you're speaking with slang and sister girl and all that sort of thing. That doesn't add up. It's not the same brand. So you need to speak the same way consistently through everything. Only time you need to be professional and totally different is in your customer service emails. That's it. Now, another way you need to be consistent is that you need to be consistent in your product quality. So you can't just be all of a sudden, you know, providing like very, kind of like with me. Like I have high-end clothing, you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell this is not cheap. Like I have vendors that they charge quite a bit. So that's why I have to charge quite a bit. So you can't be known for having great quality clothing and then all of a sudden someone orders something from you next month and it's that cheap polyester filling stuff from like Lovely Wholesale or wherever else. You know, you can't be serving diamonds one week and then cubic zirconias the next week. That's not how it works. You need to be consistent. So don't just switch up vendors out of nowhere and provide your customers something cheap and think they ain't gonna notice. They gonna notice, okay? So you need to be consistent in your product quality. If you're gonna switch up vendors, then you need to get samples or ask them if they can provide samples or go see them at a trade show or something. You need to see that product before you just start giving it to your customers and you end up losing sales and losing loyal customers. Next, you need to be consistent in your customer service. Don't be flaky and don't be sometimey. You cannot get someone used to asking you a question in your comments on Instagram and then you answer immediately and all of a sudden you don't answer at all or you answer 5-6 days later. Now, there are times where I am inconsistent with my customer service, but it's not like for my boutique. It's been inconsistent with my Patreon because Patreon does not let you know when you have a message. So it's times where I end up not responding because I don't even know that I have a message on Patreon. So if you are a Patreon member, just send me messages on Instagram because yeah, I don't like appearing flaky. So also, don't be scared to deliver bad news to your customer. If their shipment is going to be delayed, don't be scared of letting them know that. And don't be scared of losing the sale. You end up losing the sale because you didn't tell them. You need to have clear communication that is quick. And I'm telling you that when you are quick with your communication and you're clear about it and you're upfront, your customers will love it. And if you are consistent with it, they will love that as well because they know what to expect from you. You know what to expect if you're going into Saks. You know what to expect if you are talking to someone from Saks. They're going to be professional. They're going to have high quality. You know all of that because Saks is a brand. You can compare Saks to where I used to work at Rue 21. Totally different. You already know what to expect. You're probably going to get shit quality, shit service. I mean, it is what it is because you got a lot of teenagers working there. It's not the same. You know, they have actual specialists at Saks. They have shoppers, people, you know, that are going to shop with you at Saks. Not the same thing. So being consistent, it builds trust. It builds loyalty. You will see an increase in your sales. You'll see an increase in your followers. You'll see an increase in your email subscribers because you are consistent. They know what to expect from your brand. They know what to expect from you when you email them, when they talk to you, everything. So another thing you'll end up getting referrals because people are going to tell people like, hey, you need to buy from so-and-so because girl, her stuff is good quality. She always is there for you. She'll look out for you. If something's going on, she'll let you know. She's honest, all of that. So consistency is one of the most important things you can be as a boutique owner or as a boutique or as a brand, however you want to word it. So I want to tell y'all something. While in quarantine, you know, we've been doing a whole bunch of random stuff. I decided, because I was bored one day, that I wanted to go back and rewatch a lot of my favorite spring, summer runways from the fashion weeks that just passed not too long ago. And then I ended up watching ones that I didn't ever watch because I didn't have time. So I watched about 57 runway shows. I think it's more than that, actually, because I watched 2 more today. So, yeah, I've watched about, maybe we're going to say 60. I've watched about 60 runway shows total. And surprisingly, I learned some things from watching those runway shows. So I thought that would be a great video. So the very next video is going to be about what I learned from watching the spring, summer fashion week runway shows and how I tied it back to boutiques. So you all are not going to want to miss this. And once again, if you didn't watch my last video, which you should have, if you didn't, something's wrong. Link in the description box. Go watch it. I am going to be hosting a masterclass all about finding your customer in order to gain more sales. That is going to be tomorrow. tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign up by clicking the link in the description box. If you sign up and you miss it, I will send you a replay to your email. If you're in my Patreon group, I will email you the replay automatically because you are a wonderful paid member and I love you guys so much. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you will be notified when you hit that bell about when I post that video about what I learned from the Fashion Weeks, okay? So make sure you all sign up for that masterclass. You're not going to want to miss it. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you will see that video. See you guys next time.